At Ridgeview, we specialise in making sparkling wine here in the south of England. So we use Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier.
We cover everything from growing grapes, manufacturing, production, labelling, packaging, marketing, selling. We do the whole lot ourselves. What do I love about working here? Being taught how to drive tractors and operate machines, that was sort of a big sell for me.
Blending for me is the most exciting part. When you come into the winery, there's lots and lots of small tanks. And when we come to blending, we'll take a little bit of this tank and a little bit of that tank. So you're just making layers and layers until you get that complexity and that richness to the wine.
And I love working with all my great staff and helping other producers. So there is that element of support and collaboration, I think, with our industry, which is absolutely fantastic.
We're very much a family business. My parents bought Ridgeview in the early 90s. My dad had an absolute passion about champagne and sparkling wine, to the point where I remember growing up, we would have demijohns of juice fermenting and bottles exploding. He's always loved making things.
After the time that my parents spent in the Champagne region, the geology and the climate over there was very similar to what we can find in the southeast of England where we were living at the time. And so there is no reason why we couldn't do what they do over there, over here in our home country, and just as well. When we started in 1995, we really had to convince our customers to try the wine. The industry didn't have a good reputation.
There was a lot of varieties that were being grown here that weren't suitable to England, and therefore the wines weren't really as good as they should be. In 2010, we won Best Sparkling Wine. It was a turning point. Suddenly, we had people saying, "Really? Wine in England? That's amazing." It made everybody sit up and see us as a recognised wine growing region and as an industry. We have a slightly longer growing season than they do in Europe, which allows the development of the fruit, so we have a little bit more complexity. We're slightly more north, so we have quite good acidity. We use that in the freshness and the style of our winemaking, which sets us apart from other wine growing regions.
It is difficult to grow grapes reliably year in, year out. We have to be more mindful about how we manage vineyards. We have to cut back the vines to give them the right shape, to produce the right amount of fruit and to keep them healthy. Frost protection is the big one. Walking around a vineyard at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, lighting candles. It looks kind of beautiful, but you know there's quite a lot at stake.
Sustainability is paramount to what we do from day one. We're changing the style of way we make the wine, how we filter the wine.
We can grow plants that will help us control moth populations. We can grow plants in between the vines to improve soil structure. We do more work on plant nutrition so that we're feeding them only what's necessary.
You can't make a decent product without really good people who are really happy in what they do and have the freedom to express their creativity as well as their ability to focus on the quality of the product. We certainly want to be the best, and I think that's something that we will constantly strive for. But it's really important from a brand perspective to be easily available to the consumer. So the fact that booths have Ridgeview under their English sparkling wine label, but also branded on their shelves, is hugely important to us. The investment that they make to bring customers, suppliers and their brand together is second to none. And I think that's where, as a business, that's what similar ethics to where we are as well. Certainly Ridgeview's ambition to keep that relationship going for as long as we possibly can.
Once people taste our wines, not just Ridgeview wines, but English wines in general, they see how good the quality is and appreciate that now.